go. And we are live Friday night again. My God,
Hello.
next week is Halloween. Ooh, honestly, I am like a big kid at Christmas. You know, screw Christmas. Let's all have another Halloween. That's what I say. How is my favourite two gentlemen? How are yous?
Yeah.
Oh, come on, boys! I thought you would be a wee bit more invested.
I'm just currently getting over the dreaded lurgy.
I've
had an virus since Tuesday.
Oh my God!
And I'm just getting over that. But at the same time, obviously having a big family, I've had to deal with them and get them to school and whatnot, and just been a nightmare. I was the last person in the house to get it, so everybody else is all fine, getting on about their business. And that's just left me to get it all and suffer. But I've had to suffer in silence and just get on with everything I need to do. So
as usual, as blokes always do.
Oh, don't you
as long as the family and the women are okay. That's fine. Those blokes always suffer in silence.
Listen,
I've just had a horrendous trip back from Wales.
I was going to say you're not meant to be in Wales.
Benjamin.
Noreen, baby. Listen, Noreen.
Noreen.
I wish we had a sound effect when Noreen came on and it's a round of applause.
Yeah. Fanfare. You need a fanfare.
That's what we need.
Yeah.
Well, Restream should really be able to be compatible with Android, and then I'll be able to use the sound effects on my iPad at the same time.
Oh, that would be pretty cool. That would be pretty cool. As I said, I have had norovirus. It's no nice. Definitely no nice.
No, I just look on the bright side of it and say to myself, well, at least that'll help me lose a couple of pounds.
Well, let's cheer you up. Next week is Halloween. Woo!
Yay! I
wished I was this excited for Christmas as I'm Halloween. I'm a massive big Halloween fan. I absolutely love my Halloween.
I can't stand the films myself.
No, the films, you plank I would. So tonight, guys, we are talking about premonitions and deathbed visions. I used to work in caring, and I would see a lot of people at the end of life. Hi, Mary. How you doing, love? I would see a lot of people at the end of care life, and I've seen a few that have said to me about. I don't know if they were talking to me, probably not, but they were. It's like though they're looking into space, and they're seeing their mum, they're seeing their dad. You know, they're seeing, different people, and I always think with deathbed visions that it's a comfort. It really, really is a comfort to that person. Premonitions. I'm a great believer in premonitions, and and I'll tell you why. Because I had one myself that was weird, and it was when I worked in care, and I was sitting at a computer, and I had just been into this woman, and I just put her to bed literally, and for some reason, at the computer at midnight, it was almost like, everybody knows the film Final Destination, right?
Yeah.
Everybody knows the films, right? So a bit like that kind of. But I had a flash in my head that this woman was going to pass away, and I thought, never turn your back on something. If you get a flash of something and you see it, don't turn your back on it. And I went and got the nurses, and sure as shit, when we opened the door, the woman was passing away with a brain aneurysm. And the first thing the nurses said to me was, How did you know that? I
In
don't
other
know.
words, did you set that up?
Well, you can't really set up a brain aneurysm. I wish you could, but you really
No.
can't.
No.
But it's one of those ones. After that, I was a great believer. I'm a great believer in premonitions. Don't
I
ever
can believe
turn your
in the
back
deathbed
on a
thing.
premonition.
I believe in the deathbed thing because my own mum, when she, well, not when she died, but when she was, well, not pretending to die, she died. Me and my dad went to the hospital on the night, and as we walked in, they wouldn't let us go down the corridor in the QE. We got to a window, and we stopped. They stopped us at this window and said, "Stay there." And we could hear this doof 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 doof, and it was them working on my mum. She'd actually like passed away, so they're trying to get her back round, and then all went silent, and I thought, "Oh God!" And then they said, "You can come down now and see your mother, see your wife, whatever."
Yeah,
And we went down, and my mum was there. She was black and blue from where they'd been doing chest compressions.
yeah,
Um, and she put her hand out to me, and she grabbed my hand, looked at me, smiled, and then went again. So they kicked us out of the room,
yeah,
and they're doing the duff, 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 duff sort of thing. And I just stood at the window. I was like, "Mum, if you want to go, just go. You've had loads of extra time from what they gave you in the first place.
yeah,
If you want to go, just go. Just do what you think is right." And they kept working on it and brought her back. And then it was down to the family room. Then it was like Mr.
yeah,
Russell and his son. And we said, we've got to remove her last kidney and put her on dialysis. And I says, "No, don't do that." She does not want to go on dialysis again. She hates dialysis. She said, "Well, when was the last time she was on dialysis?" I says, "Well, it was in probably about the mid-70s." I says, "I know it's changed a lot now." He says, "Yeah, we can hook her up to the machine. She'll be done in half an hour. Then she can live the rest of her day after that half an hour sort of thing."
yeah,
And I was like, "Okay, then." I says, "Well, promise me this, if she goes on the table, do not resuscitate." And my dad was in bits, so I was having to deal with it all. I was only 25 at the time, 24, 25. And for me, it was a lot for me to take in. But I
yeah,
just went into autopilot. I knew my dad couldn't cope. He was in bits. He needed me. So I stepped forward and I took it by the reins and I says, "Look, if she passes away on the table, don't resuscitate."
yeah,
Luckily, they didn't. She didn't pass on the table. She passed about 10 days later when the stitch into the main artery of the kidney blew. And it was a quick death or just total blood loss. And she just went. But in between that, she said to me, she said, "You'd be interested in this, Richard." She says, "I went on that table," she says, "and I was holding your hand. And you were looking at me and you were stood in certain places. I was up in the air and I could see everything." She says, "I could see myself. I could see your dad at the bottom of the bed. You were right next to me. I was holding your hand and I smiled at you and I went." She says, "I watched myself go." She says, "And that was the weirdest thing I've ever seen in my life." And she told us exactly what we were wearing, and because she didn't see us that night, only from that
yeah,
one glimpse when she was holding my hand, and she didn't see me dad at all.
yeah,
So it was about 2 days later when we actually went in to see her when she was in a hospital bed, and she explained exactly what we were wearing, and my dad was just shocked. I was just like, "Wow, that's really interesting, that is." I believe in that sort of stuff now. That got me back into
yeah.
believing that sort of thing. So yeah, I'm a great believer of it. So
What
that's my
about,
story.
what about you, Master Spooky?
Yeah, I mean, it's again, we're dealing with quite possibly the joining of the conscious and the subconscious.
Yeah,
You know, when you go into like your sleep mode and your sleep patterns, you're sort of like half in, half out of sleep.
Yeah.
Your brain is so active, and yet it's coming out with certain things, but at the same time, it's giving you things that you could quite possibly perceive as being factual or real.
Yeah.
And it's translating those.
Yeah.
And there's been loads of reported cases of near-death experiences, or people that have actually physically died on operating tables or in care homes and so on, where they have actually felt their spirit coming out of their body and have actually viewed themselves, looking back at themselves. And they're like, well, what the hell am I doing up here? And then a resus team's come in, they've done resuscitation, and all of a sudden, boom, they're straight back in their body again. And in Richard's case, she's actually explained the experience that she had.
She actually named the nurse that took me out of the room when she passed again. She actually saw herself go again, and because the resource team hadn't had a chance to leave the room properly, she actually told me the name of the nurse and what she looked like that took me out of the room.
Yeah.
Because I was holding onto her hand, I was going, Mum, Mum, Mum. I was trying to wake her up, sort of like shaking her. And she just let go and pulled me out of the room.
Yeah.
She told me the exact nurse, and it was just like, how do you know all this sort of stuff? I mean, you can't possibly know. I mean, you was dying. You'd gone on the bed, and they had to resuscitate you again. And this time it took a lot longer. So I think she properly decided, stuff this. I'm had enough, sort of things, and decided to go. But they brought her back.
I think sorry, when you go, Richard.
It was nice that they brought her back, but you know, I'd rather have had her go then when I was. It's selfish when I was ready to let her go.
Yeah.
But to have her alive for 10 days later and then give me permission to move down to South Lincolnshire to Sutton Bridge.
Yeah.
And then my dad ringing me up on a Sunday after I'd just made the shepherd's pie saying, Rich, I'm sorry to tell you, but your mum's passed away.
Yeah.
I was just like, what the fuck?
No, I know.
It's just like, everything just went.
It's really, really horrible. I'm going to quickly go into comments. Mary says, my dad had the same thing before he passed. Noreen says, when my neighbour everybody, you can see tonight, it's all Halloween. Right, and when my neighbour who was my late mum's best friend was in hospital, she said that my mum had been to visit her earlier. She said she was coming to visit again next day, and she passed away the next day. Noreen says she was adamant mum had been in to see her. Hi Niels, how you doing, love? What people have got to remember about deathbed visions is that they're not hallucinations. It's no hallucinations. It's no delirium. It's no medication based. You know, deathbed visions are clear and realistic to that person in their mind that that person is there and is going to help them leave this earth plane. And you know, I've had ones where this lady, I shit you not, gentlemen, this lady I used to get into, she had a brain tumour. She was dying of a brain tumour. But the family didn't want her to know. Didn't want her to know whatsoever. And she told the carers herself, don't come back on Wednesday. He says, where will you be? Like thinking it was just like the mind wandering. She says, I'll not be here. And they were like, you know what carers are, as carers are like, we just laugh and say, aye, right, we'll see you tomorrow or something. Aye, and surely enough, she died on the Wednesday. And it just shows you that the brain is a wonderful thing. And look at look at also the premonitions. The premonitions that they fascinate me as well. How do people know what's going to happen? Like really,
premonitions linked in with like deja vu.
it could be.
Sort
Or
of. I mean,
deja vu a lot later.
Deja vu is a repeat of something, isn't it?
Mhm.
You know, where people. I mean, I've experienced deja vu firsthand, and it when I was a bit younger, quite a lot younger. We used to go on holiday on those £9.50 Sun holidays.
Yeah.
And my mum and dad booked us to go up to a place near Lindisfarne, big caravan park there. And on the way up there, we'd never been there before, never been there at all in my life. And we went down this road towards the caravan park for the first time on the approach up. And we had a row of houses one side and a row of trees the other. And I'm sitting in the back of the car going, we've been here before. And my mum and dad are going, we've never been here before. We've never been sort of this far. We've been to Edinburgh, but we'd never been as far as or gone the way of Lindisfarne and Lindisfarne Island. And I went, no, we've definitely been here before. And I turned to my sister and I went, I've seen this road. And a child covered in blood comes out of the woods, followed by a guy with an axe. And she went, no,
Nice.
right, you're talking out your backside. We've never been here before. I said, we get to the bottom and something will come out of them woods. And sure enough, we got to the bottom of that hill because it was like a little dip and then back up the other side. As we got to the bottom, this fox covered in blood come running out of the woods right in front of the car. My dad slammed his foot on the brakes. I've sat in the back of the car shitting myself because I expected this bloke to come out with an axe after the fox.
Yeah.
But everything, from what I can remember of the dream that I had, the houses, everything was in place. It was almost as if I'd been down that road so many times that I knew that area like the back of my hand.
Yeah.
That's freaky.
I'd never been there before. And my mum goes, how did you know that was going to happen? I said, I dreamed it. She went, when did you dream that? I went, back a month, 2 months ago. She said, we only booked the holiday last week.
Yeah, you didn't even know you were going, but you still had a premonition about it.
I do believe, right? That Matt Groener, the creator of The Simpsons, I am more than sure he has premonitions. Because the amount of premonitions and the amount that gentleman has wrote that has actually came true.
It's either premonitions or inside information.
Yeah, very true.
Because
very true.
If you go down the conspiracy theory route, everything is all being planned by the puppet masters. We're all being led in one direction. If you go by the conspiracy theories, and someone like him could be sort of accidentally letting some of that out through media.
Yeah.
You know, and you see it on TikTok all the time. He must be Nostradamus because he's predicted this and he's predicted that, all in The Simpsons. I don't remember any of the episodes that they've mentioned. The bit where Trump going down the escalator, I've never seen that episode. But then saying that, I switched off after about season 6 because it just got too boring after a while.
Well, they didn't predict Margie's death. Knew that Margie's died in The Simpsons.
Margie died.
Everybody's having a hairy.
Oh, for God's sake, I'm going to watch that later. You've just ruined it for me.
Well, he can't be that fucking good because he didn't know Margie was going to die. I'm just going to, Noreen's wrote a big long one. I might not, right, I can't get it all up, Noreen, so I'm going to have to read it. My dad had an experience in the hospital. He was absolutely certain that there was a hologram being shown in the ward running like a band near the top of the wall. He said there was a beautiful Chinese girl on it. Then there was, I think he said, 4 time travellers watching them from the outside the room. He said it was an experiment, but the doctors were carrying out. Even when he came home, he was still certain that it had taken place. He said the doctors had a model on the table in the hallway, and they kept in this experiment. Oh, That's actually quite. That's quite a deep one.
It is really, isn't
It
But
is
I mean,
a very
when
deep
you
one.
when you go on to things like premonitions, it's very difficult because obviously we know that probably the most prolific and famous person throughout history that came out with premonitions is Nostradamus.
Yep.
it?
But the problem is the translation.
Yes.
You have got about 5 or 6 different language barriers to go through from sort of ancient, from some like Latin and an ancient Italian through to
Yes.
English, back into Italian, back to English. The translation has changed so many times. Even if you look at the English language itself has been modified and altered so many times in its history, right
Yeah.
the way back to the Saxon days, that the
Mm.
translation itself could be miles away from the truth.
I'll tell you, I would love to have premonitions of what the lottery numbers would be, because my God, I would put them on.
Stuff
And
like
then,
I was looking for Euro Millions.
Thing
aye,
is, though, could you imagine Nostradamus predicting the national lottery numbers? You'd have to wait around for a couple 100 years to cash in.
listen, I'd be trying to find Notre Dame, going, oh, Notre Dame, what's these numbers? Come on, hurry up.
See, the thing is, though, you only get 180 days to make the claim, so his premonitions would have been no good.
Oh, well, that's a bit shit. Well, then I would have to.
You see if we can get him on the show.
Aye, wait a minute, guys. We've got a guest for tonight. Oh, it's not Nostradamus. He's came back for the dead. Who would believe that?
But I mean, he was supposed to have
It's not the
predicted,
paranormal part, wouldn't it?
he was supposed to have predicted the first Gulf Wars, and apparently, in the translation of one of the manuscripts, it mentioned about the leader of Iraq, or the country that is Iraq now, setting fire to the oil fields. The fields of fire, it was described as.
Yeah.
And that is exactly what happened when the Iraqi forces were booted out of Kuwait. He set fire to the oil fields on his way out.
Oh,
So, in a sense, you could say his prediction was right. But it's a case of who was it that translated it into that, and when was it translated into that? Knowing full well that he might have done something like that. They've gone, Nostradamus had predicted that. Unless you've actually got the translated documents in front of you before the event actually happens.
mm-hmm.
And in a lot of cases, they don't turn up until afterwards. It's all
Somebody
right.
could have walked up to Saddam and said, look, if you ever get kicked out of Iraq, make sure you set fire to the oil fields.
Yeah.
Well,
You don't
guys,
know, do you?
No.
and guys, I'll
like
tell
that.
you what, I'll have 2 guests this year. I'll have Notre Dame in what's that blind woman's name?
Oh, Baba Yanga in it or something like that.
Yeah, I'll bring her as well. I might need to use the Ouija board, but
again, she's another one. She's another one that came out, and again, the problem was in a natural tongue. In English, it will be something completely different.
well, this is. You know
It's down to translation and Chinese whispers.
It is.
With her, it's fairly easy because in the grand time scale of things, she's more recent. But Nostradamus, there is a hell of a lot of language barriers to go through to get exactly what he described. It's like trying to translate Sanskrit or Jesus's original language.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the language has changed so much over time. So what he said then may be completely different by now. Anything that he could have said nowadays could have been a shopping list back then.
Can you make me a cup of tea?
Yes.
He would be saying, we need 5,000 fishes. Yeah, we need a loaf of bread. In fact, we need a loaf of bread that will feed the 5,000.
It was more likely. It was more likely a number 29 egg fried rice and sweet and sour chicken.
Yeah.
Was any better? Aye, can you bring me the charger, please?
But it's weird because I mean, even some reoccurring dreams could also be classed as premonitions.
Yeah. Well, this is very true, and I'll tell you why. Because when I was pregnant with Tommy Lee and I didn't know, everybody else was telling me that they were pregnant, and I was like, ha ha, stupid bastards. And every night in the dream, right, I dreamt I had a baby, and I had a baby boy. And then I dreamt closer to when he was due that he would end up ill. And I'm like ignoring these dreams, by the way, folks, still telling everybody that they were stupid bastards. And then I found out that I was pregnant. And when I went for the scan, it's on. Thank you. When I went for the scan, the doctor says, well, the woman, sorry, says, do you want the good news or the bad news? I says, what's like the good news? Don't know how long your baby's, how your baby's made it this far without any problems. And I'm going, right, so what's the bad news? She says, you better start getting in everything quick, you're 24 weeks. And I was like, holy shit, that's 6 months. So dreams can happen, folks.
Yeah.
See, when you start dreaming
Again, yeah.
I mean,
every night.
I had one dream in particular that it was a progressive one,
Yeah.
and it was quite weird. And I will say it when people interview me for their podcasts and things about me books, you know, they ask me where do I get my ideas from, and some of my ideas come from my dreams. Because I'm a lucid dreamer, I'm able to remember.
You must have some weird dreams, Wayne.
Some of the, I no word of a lie. Last night, I dreamt I was at a party with Ellen, and a young version of Rachel Stevens from S Club 7 came up to me and told me Ellen was having an affair. And I told Ellen that this morning, and she burst out laughing. It was hilarious. But
at least you came clean before it happens.
yeah, but that's how my dreams are so powerful that I've got to a stage now where if I remember them when I wake up, I note them down either on my phone or in a notebook, because I then translate them and use them for my books. And one in particular, which will get written, I must have been dreaming it on and off for about 3 or 4 months. And it involved my mum telling me I had to go and tidy my bedroom. So I'd be tidying my bedroom up. I'd pick up a load of dirty washing and I'd go out on the landing to put it in the wash basket, which was right outside the front of my bedroom door. And the loft hatch would swing open. My dad had changed the loft hatch so it was on a hinge. So you just pressed it and it unhooked and it swung down.
Yeah.
And I'd go out with the laundry, and as I'm putting it in the basket, the hatch swings open and hits me. And I look up and I can see these 2 bright red eyes in the darkness of the loft. The next time I dreamt it, it got a little bit further. So I actually was able to make out the silhouette of someone standing in the loft. And I'm like, well, how have they got up there? But I would wake up after every slow progression of the dream. I would wake up after a certain point. And then it got to the stage where it progressed to the point where this helicopter winch came out of the loft. And it had all the padding around the bottom. And I've gone, oh, a helicopter winch. And I was mad about joining the RAF when I was at school.
Yeah.
It was something I was going to do.
Yeah.
So seeing this Seeking winch cable come down out the loft, I'm like, yes, I'm going on a helicopter ride. So I've got in the winch. And as I'm being winched up into the loft, I've seen these red eyes and the silhouette just looking at me. And I've gone, whoop, no, thank you. I've got out the harness, fallen back down onto the landing, and this black silhouette has just jumped out of the loft. Still a black silhouette, bright red eyes.
Yeah.
He points at me and he says, I'm going to get you. I never put myself so much in my entire life. And it literally ran across the landing, straight into the bathroom and vanished.
Holy shit.
And that was it. Never got the dream again. And I'm like, okay, has that, shocked me that much that I can't dream it again? And then one day, my mum says to me, "You need to go up and tidy your bedroom." So there I am in my bedroom, tidying up, picking up all my dirty clothes. I go out onto the landing. I just put the stuff in the laundry basket, and as I turned to go into my bedroom, the loft hatch opened and smacked me on the head and knocked me to the floor. I was sitting there shitting myself because I knew from my dream what come next.
Yeah.
So I just closed my eyes. I'm just like, no, stop that. I don't want to see this.
Well,
When I open my eyes again, my sister is standing there pointing a finger at me and
It's
laughing her head off.
Lynn.
here's my Lenny.
Hello, Lynn.
It was horrible.
Well, can I honestly say, Wayne, if I had to dream, right, see whatever I dream, right, see if I had to put that in a book, you do realise that the men in white coats would come for me. Because they would think I was doolally. Look,
Yeah.
some of the things that I have dreamed, like, honestly, I watched too much Stargate, right? Honestly, because I've been through that Stargate, and I see some of the things that I have dreamt that I woke up and said to Stephen, "Oh my God, I've dreamt this, blah blah blah," and I went into detail, and he just went to me,
Yeah, but
"There's something
the thing
not
is,
right about you."
if you look at the likes of,
So you just worked that out.
Is it the likes of Gene Roddenberry that did Star Trek?
I can't remember.
The creator of Star Trek, he came out with it, and the writers came out with all these different ideas on traveling through space and all these gadgets, the phasers, communication devices. And look what we got now. We've got communication devices that we can have on a ring or on a watch on our lapels. We're looking at warp engines.
Yeah.
Pulse engines are now a thing of the past. We've actually developed pulse engine. So there's all these things.
Okay. Bye, lad.
That
she'll come back.
Someone's dream. They've put them in to be a part of this big story that they've done. And now, decades into the future, we're like, well, look, we've got this technology. I would like to see a replicator done. If we can get a replicator done, that'd be awesome, because that'd solve so many food shortages. That'd be unbelievable.
Oh
yeah.
As long as you can make good Chineses, I would be all for it.
But that's all come from dreams and ideas.
Yeah.
And it's just the progression of technology that's allowed those ideas to actually happen.
Well,
I think I had one. It was after my daughter had had a stroke.
Bye, love.
Well, then, it was after my daughter had a stroke, and she'd been in Birmingham Hospital for 13 weeks. And then shortly after, me and the mum split up, and I come to where I'm living, and I went to bed early. I had this dream that she was really, really poorly, and she was going to have to go into hospital. And I woke up, and I'd actually got myself in such a state, I was crying my eyes out. And I rang her and I said, Claire, check on Imogen. She's really, really poorly. She said, no, she's not. She's in her bed. And I said, please, just go and check on her. Please. And I was begging her to go and check. She went and checked. She got there, and Imogen was there. She was sweating. She got a fever. And she checked her tonsils, like the glands. She says the glands are up. She's got tonsillitis sort of thing. And I'll ring 111 now. And they got her in, give her these... this penicillin stuff, and it brought it all down. She'd pumped her full of that liquid paracetamol.
Aye.
To bring her temperature down.
The old Calpol.
The old Calpol, yeah. She had a load of Calpol, and the temperature was starting to come down, and the ambulance arrived and took her to hospital. And she's, how the fuck did you know that? I says, I don't know, just had this dream. Or whatever it was, that she was ill. I says, because she's been so ill, I don't want her going back into hospital sort of thing. She says, well, she's got to go back in because they want to keep her in overnight because her brain won't register what's going on, and it might make other things happen. And I was just like, right, okay. I says, well, can I go and see her? She says, no, she's only keeping her in tonight and she'll be out in the morning. you can come and see it tomorrow. I was like, okay, I'll come and see it tomorrow. She says, but how the fuck you knew that was going to happen? I says, I didn't know it was going to happen. I just had something telling me it was happening and to check on her.
Mm-hmm.
And it must be just a thing that I've got between me and Imogen, because I don't get it when Harvey's ill.
Uh-huh.
And you get between me and Imogen. But it was me that stopped in the hospital for 13 weeks with her. It was me that signed all the papers to say if she doesn't make it on the table,
DNR.
you know,
Yeah.
Right. Yeah,
all
basically.
that sort of stuff. And it was me that did all that. And Mum basically just was there for when it happened and a little bit after it happened. But I stopped with her every day for 13 weeks, and we became thick as thieves. We still are, even though she has a moan at me now and again because I tell her to tidy her room or do what your mum's telling you to do.
No
Yeah.
point in the elbows. Who are they that way? Or fingers.
I'm the bad one.
Do you know my hair is still wet for this morning? How is that?
No.
Has it been raining that bad? How's the weather been in Scotland anyway?
Just because it rains down in England, it doesn't rain in Scotland.
Has it
No,
not been raining there?
No,
not
in
had Storm
Scotland, it
Benjamin?
just comes up out the floor. It don't come down. It comes up.
That's what it
Right.
does. It comes out the tap of the shower.
It's
No
already
reason.
there.
I had a very detailed, vivid dream that my husband was cheating and he was going to leave me. So realistically, I couldn't speak to him the next day because the emotions were high. 12 months later, the exact same scenario played out. Do you know what?
Dear.
I've had a few Noreen with that with Stephen where I've had dreams like that and I woke up so angry and I've wanted to scratch his eyes out for absolutely nothing. I mean, he only goes to his work and comes home. And I'm like, I want to scratch your eye. I hate you. I just don't want to talk to you.
That was like me like that this morning. I woke up scratching my head going, where the hell did that come from? Rachel Stevens of all people.
You're like that. Poor Ellen. You can make your own breakfast. In fact, see if you weren't transported anywhere, you walk this morning. Poor wee Ellen.
The weird part was I even recognised where we were. The place we'd gone to, it's quite a popular venue just down the road from me. And I'm like, the whole scenario was just completely out of place. And this young version of Rachel Stevens was there, and I'm like, what the hell is going on here?
Do you know what?
And that's what made Ellen laugh when I told her.
Do you know what? I can imagine Wayne at this venue the next time they go. He'll be like looking at every guy. Is it him?
There is no way.
Everybody just went off his brow thinking, oh God, please don't come.
Talking to strangers because you've been in your dreams and trying to get clues off them.
I think what would make it worse now is if I ever met Rachel Stevens and she went, hello, Wayne, all right, how are you doing? Like she'd known me for ages. I'd be like, no, this is too messed up.
It's too much, leave me alone.
I was so angry I had to tell him why in the end, and we both laughed. But like I said, the exact scenario I had seen in my dream played out 12 months later. Sometimes these dreams also, all right, bye Richard.
I'm not going.
Oh, he can see me. Oops. I take it back.
I seen that, Lois. I saw that.
Good. You were meant to. Sometimes dreams set you up, and I think it's probably to give you that cushion blow of, well, you're getting your head round it, so it's your head's why you're dealing with it. And I bet you when he left, you went, thank Christ. I bet you did, darling. In fact, know what I would have had? I would have had what everybody has in the 21st century. Divorce party. Bachelor party. Why not? I've always said, right, that if I ever became single again, I would have a bachelor party. I would. Exactly, Noreen, it's preparing you. It is preparing you. But Lynn, my love, what's your thoughts about premonitions and deathbed?
Oh, don't ask me about them. Right.
Okay, we went.
Excuse me
Yeah.
if I'm nibbling on bits.
And the next subject.
I've just got in from work. I've been out since 6:15 this morning.
Listen, you can eat on my show,
Bless
you
you.
can drink on my show. I'll not make that one of my rules.
Because Richard then only works part-time, you see.
He is.
Don't work at all.
He's a tosser. Moving
Right,
on.
premonitions,
Pancakes, yes.
dreams. I think dreams are there's lots of different versions as far as I'm
Richard, you
concerned.
can't
So
do your
you've
hair
got
as
your
good as me.
subconscious ones, which things are going on at the back of your brain, right?
Yeah.
Your things happen through your life, or you watch stuff happening, and it's for some reason some of that part of that stuff is stored away in a little filing cabinet at the back of your brain, right?
Yeah.
So you've got these things going on there. And sometimes you have these wild dreams where nothing makes sense.
Yeah.
And then you can't remember, you know you've had it and you know it didn't make sense, and then you can't remember it the next day. It's sort of a bit like that. But then you've got other dreams, and the other dreams are letting you know that this is going to happen.
Yeah.
Or it's letting you know that you're going to be going here, or you're going, because it's happened to me loads of times.
Yeah.
Or I'd have a dream of not all, I don't, this specific dreams, I don't have them all the time, just now and again. And what these dreams are is I just know them straight away. I'm either walking in a big room, which I've never been into before. There's always a bed, not a posh bed, a plain bed with a dead body lying on it. But around the room and around the bed, there's lots of people who are very familiar to me, but I don't know who they are. So, and what they are relatives. And then you've got some of them with the older ladies, must probably be the Irish side of me. Well, it could be the Midland side of me. And they've all got like scarves and big shawls over them.
Yeah.
In dark brown or grey. And they're just all looking at this person. And it doesn't matter if it's outside in a ward or in a room or in a place, doesn't matter. And when I go and have a look who it is, it's one of my relatives. And guarantee within the month they've gone.
Mm-hmm.
So they're letting me know in advance about what's happening. And then you've got things like I had one continual dream for over 5 years.
Yeah.
And it ended up where I found this place where in my dream. I took my kids there. The woman that was in my dream was there, little Irish lady. This actually happened. I found the place. She knew who we were, which freaked me out. And she was looking after the place for the night, while her son and daughter-in-law, who run the pub, it was their pub, was about 30 miles away in another pub, which just happened to be a pub that my friend run.
That's
near Bangor-on-Dee. And I phoned my friend up. I said, "You never believed, that dream I've been having?" She said, "Yeah." And I told her about, I've gone here, and this woman, this old little Irish woman who we were, she told me to take the lads to the pool table there. She knew our names. And I said, "Oh, do you run this pub?" She said, "No, I'm just looking after it for the night. And my friends have gone out to this place." And my mate said, "Hold on a minute." She said, "What's the name of the pub?" And I told her. And then she just said, "Hang on." And she come back. She said, "I've got a couple here who run that pub."
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Now, you couldn't, once that happens, it's a little bit like premonition dreams, where it's also like, how can I say? maybe I was going out my body. I don't know. But
Yeah.
it all fell into place.
Yeah.
And I like that.
Yeah.
I like that because it gives meaning to your dreams. It's like
It does.
switching a DVD on, watching part of your film, stopping it, going to sleep, and then the next night you go back to your dream, switch it back your film, go back to your film, watch a bit more. So it was a little bit like that. So when I was dreaming about this stuff. The next night, or maybe a few nights later, I dream with a bit more. And so built this picture up over quite a few years, and the whole lot just fitted together like a big jigsaw puzzle.
That's what Noreen's saying, astral travel.
That's the one, Noreen, yeah.
Do you know what?
I get annoyed more when I have a dream and it gets really good, but it wakes me up.
Yeah.
It'd be like 3 o'clock in the morning, and I've woken up and gone, oh my God. And then I'm like, oh, it's 3 o'clock in the morning. I'll go back to sleep, continue where I left off. Can you carry on where you left off? No, it's always something completely different.
Let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, I bet you, right, pound to a penny, right, it could be one of these dreams where you think you're in front of like one of your movie hoots, like crushes and things like that. And you're getting close, you can hear the wee tune in the background, you're gonna kiss, and then boom, you wake up. What a bastard.
Yeah. But then you've woken up and you go, I need to go back to that dream. I need to go back. And then all of a sudden it's about doing the garden or something.
Do you know what, right? Recently, and I think dreams are a good way of also, and premonitions are also a good way of, I suppose, getting things out your system, right? When you really have got something that's deep engraved in your soul.
It is.
And one of the things was something that had happened, right? I'm saying nothing, right, because it'll make it stately obvious what it was about. But I had a conversation with someone, and I was letting out my steam, right? So this is where the dark mirror fits in, by the way. You're going to hee-haw and laugh, right? So I left that person after letting off my steam, right? Walks round the corner, and there's the 3 grey men. 3 grey men, the 3 aliens, right? Looking at me, right? Friendly wee critters, may I add, right? And they kept following me, and they kept poking me. And they just wouldn't leave me alone. And it was like one of those ones where I thought to myself, this is dead weird. The aliens are poking. They were friendly. They were friendly enough. They just wanted to follow me everywhere. I had to tell them, you just don't follow me, right? But then I woke up. This is what I mean by my dreams. I feel doolally when I talk about my dreams, because I think to myself, people must think, what goes on in your head? And it's like, honestly, 3 wee grey men. They were tiny. They were about 5 foot or something, maybe 4 foot. I don't know. I would say 4 foot, right? And they were friendly wee things. I would have been pals with them. So I would have.
You wait till next week, you're going to come out with something like you went down to the shop and you got followed by these 3 grey men.
Oh, can you imagine that? Listen, they would drop me off. They would say, fuck this shit, because I would be on the ship going, oh, can I press this button? What does this button do? Well, I don't really know. See if I push this a wee bit more forward, does that take us into light speed? They would be dropping me off head first.
Fuck that, we're not probing it. No.
Stuff going into her brain.
There we go. Let's just put her back.
It's just like we never had her.
What they say is,
put her back on iPhone.
No, we can't handle this one. It's got to get back. No.
Aye.
Put her back with the frozen peas and carrots.
Listen, if the aliens want to understand humans, please take me aboard, because you don't want to know what goes on inside this brain.
I was going to say they'd be knackered if they took you.
Oh, cheeky bastard! I'm a good hostess, actually. Good hostess.
Just
Hi,
make sure you
Joe.
got a bottle
How
of
you doing,
iron brew
love?
when you go up.
Yeah. We'd never see aliens again. If they hadn't, if we got
Hi.
Lois, we'd never see aliens again.
I know.
Everything just go
Listen,
fall flat. We
I
don't want
would-
to know. Just fuck off.
I would save the human race, so I'll not have your thank yous just yet.
Oh,
What about famous people who have had predictions about their own death, like Abraham Lincoln? He had a premonition about his assassination, which ended up coming true.
Yeah.
And also you've got the predictions of the Titanic, and Morgan Robertson's novel. Joe said, I died GX in 95 and had out of body experience. Oh wow. Oh,
Yeah.
sorry, I died 6 times in 95 and had out of body experiences. That would
just spooky writing, Lo. Just spooky
Yeah.
writing.
I was going to say, you used the wrong font there, didn't you?
leave me alone, pair of bastards. Right, Joe, if you want to share with us, sweetheart, that's great. But yeah, famous people who have had their own predictions of death. What do you think, guys?
Do you know what?
Why not? You
It's
know, I mean,
perfectly-
if we've got reported cases of people being able to predict something that's going to happen to them or to other people, why can't a famous or a person in high society have that same prediction?
Yes.
They're just the same as us at the end
You
of
know,
the day.
they're no different to anybody else. So,
Exactly.
you know, if Abraham Lincoln has sort of sat there one day daydreaming and all of a sudden he's had a flash forward of his own death,
Yeah,
you know, it's a case of, what do you do? Do you seal yourself away in a box somewhere and just hope that that particular day doesn't happen?
yeah.
You know, it's going to be avoidable. And then, like you said earlier on about the film, oh my God, it's so poor. I can't even remember the name of it.
Final Destination.
Final Destination.
Brilliant.
You know, if you can predict that's going to happen, what would you do in that situation?
You can't. You
You
can't.
know,
You
You
can't.
wouldn't go in that situation, would you?
If it's
I
going
mean-
to happen, it's going to happen.
yeah, he could have turned around to someone and said, look, I've predicted my own death. I'm going to die such and such a date in such and such a place.
Yeah,
This guy's going to come up on the balcony and he's going to shoot me.
yeah.
So what are they going to then do? Are they going to turn around and laugh at him? Or are they going to turn around and go, get yourself hidden away in a room, we'll have security guards posted round the clock, make sure nobody can get to you, and let that day pass? No, because if that's the intention and that's his destiny, you're not going to hide from it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And
No,
that's
I get you.
the whole idea behind the story of Final Destination. You can't run from death. It will catch you eventually.
Definitely.
Yeah.
My favourite band, right? My favourite band is Leonard Skinner. I love
Love
Leonard.
Leonard Skinner, yeah.
I absolutely do. They had premonitions. Several of the band members had premonitions about the plane crash. There's a random fact for you. I absolutely love Freebird. Freebird's my favourite song. And Sweet Home
Yeah.
Alabama.
I love that. Yeah.
You can see me bopping along to Freebird. Joe says, I get bad dreams about people and then they come true. That's sort of horrible. It must be horrible, Joe. It must be horrible if you get bad dreams that basically predict things like people's deaths and things like that. I can't imagine. Nori says, Lynn, you made me get the munchies. Just demolish some of cheese with gut. I'm not listening to food because I'm sitting here and my belly's rumbling, and Herb's on Ritz crackers.
Oh, well, I'll be eating that after. To be honest with you guys, I've been out since 6:15 this morning, right?
You went to McDonald's, didn't you?
No, they've got a place up here, and it's like a burger house. I don't go. My son's got me this because he didn't want to cook for me, so he's gone and got me something. It's called, hold on, and everybody raves about it.
Everyone,
Okay,
you've
so
now
the advertising.
Smashbox.
Smashbox.
Oh yeah.
Snack bar.
I don't normally get burgers and that, but I am
Uh-huh.
so hungry. You
Well-
really have to excuse me because
Right, well, everybody,
I'm
we
gonna
became
fade away.
Hell's Kitchen. It's now open. Joe says, don't sleep much sometimes near the lover. Make 2 loaves of bread today. Now you're making me hungry, Joe. For God's sake, everybody's making me hungry.
But the only time I use McDonald's,
Oh,
if,
fuck you, Richard.
it's if I've been investigating, and on my way home there's a McDonald's
Yeah,
just there. It's 24
listen,
hours,
you
and I just pull in
have.
and have something to eat and get a coffee or something.
Do you know what,
That
guys?
is the only time I would use McDonald's. I'd hate McDonald's.
Yeah, and me.
But that it's good
don't really
convenience
eat
at that time of the day.
Do you know, guys,
or night.
for a paranormal hangover, that's amazing.
It
It's
is
just
amazing.
like it's just totally you feel relaxed. No, I hate yous all because yous are making me hungry. I don't like yous.
I'm
Oh,
sorry.
there's always Burger King.
Oh,
Yeah.
Richard!
Burger King. Or there's Pizza Hut.
Yeah, if I had a choice,
or
I
Domino's.
would not stop at McDonald's after a paranormal investigation. It would
Yeah.
always be a Burger King. But we ain't got anyone's near me. It's not fair.
Haven't you?
We haven't got any Burger Kings near me, so I've only got McDonald's to go to.
We have got a Burger King on Colchester High Street, and we've got a new Burger King opening up on the retail park by the A12. We're not too sure whether that will be 24 hours a day or not, though. But we've got about 6 McDonald's.
Aye.
I've gone off McDonald's. I mean, I don't eat McDonald's. Very rare, now and again, but not very often.
I don't mind if they change the menu every now and then. I mean, they've got that new maple bacon one.
This is a debate, guys, about the takeaway shops and what we're having and what we're not having.
I actually prefer a KFC.
I started buying an ice cream, little tub of ice cream now and again from McDonald's if I was on my break. I wouldn't buy the coffee or anything, it's shit. I wouldn't buy the food because it's shit. But I did have the ice. And I'm sorry.
Greg's needs to be 24 hours.
Greg's needs to be 24 hours.
Joe says I haven't eaten McDonald's in almost 10 years. Now we've became Fools and Ghouls, the food review. Right. Do you know what, guys? I must admit, right? If I had to pick one, right, it would be Greg's because they have brought back the apple turnover. And believe me, I would eat the full counter worth of them.
There's going to be a steak bake for me. Oh, the Christmas thing. What's that Christmas?
The festive bake.
Festive bake, that is costing now.
That comes out mid-November.
Yeah.
Oh, does it?
Yeah. Comes out mid-November every year.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'll round it off. Guess what I'm doing for Christmas, guys? I am going to get a bottle of Jack Daniel's Tennessee Fire and sit and drink it and get pissed.
Good.
I'm going to
get one as well.
And Greg's will be shut at Christmas, unfortunately, in Scotland.
Hang on. There's nothing stopping you from going to Iceland and getting Greg's sausage rolls and stuff from Iceland.
Yeah, they do, don't they?
Noreen says, well, funny enough, I do get them for Iceland every time. Yeah. Greg's make lovely spicy potato wedges. Right, guys, screw you all. I'm not talking to you about food anymore. But yeah,
I was just waiting for it.
No, what are you doing to your hair?
I'm moving it about because I'm getting a flashback.
Do you know all I can see is Lurch out of Family Addams.
Is what?
Lurch, big Lurch out of Family Addams with the Here.
Lurch.
Lurch.
Lurch is
No.
the Munsters, isn't it?
Yeah.
No, it's the Adams family.
Yes, it is. You're right. Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. One's a cheaper offshoot from the other, isn't it?
See, to be honest, hey, I loved the monsters. I must admit, I loved the monsters. I absolutely Lillian and Herman.
550.
Thank
Hey,
you.
Simon.
All right.
Poor Simon, he must run every time he's like that. Oh no, there's that Scottish lassie.
Good
Don't-
on you, Lynn. Yeah.
This is my first
Good on you.
weekend off now for over a month.
Oh, no, no, you had a weekend off a couple of weeks ago when we went to, that probably be about a month ago, wasn't it? Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
What's everybody doing for Halloween this year? I'm hoping to have a
Mate.
party, but Fools and Ghouls might be on the hold that night because I can't get MD at all. Everybody's out
I'm
investigating.
here. I'm
busy.
here.
Oh well,
I'm being left alone. My kids are going to a party with the friends, and I said, I'll take them out trick or treating. No, we're going out with my friends. So I've been left alone here
right.
with a
Well,
bucket of sweets just to give to people I've never even seen before, because this is my second Halloween in this flat. But they didn't even knock my door the first year. So what are they going to do this year? I
Richard,
put,
you will find as your children grow up and you take
They
them
leave
to all these
alone.
places and they go off for this, they get invited to all the barbecues and everything, and you're stuck at home watching the clock, waiting for you to go and pick them up and bring them back home again. Your life
no,
goes
if
down.
I'm not invited, I'm not taking them anywhere.
well, and
Not
that's
like
taking
you
them
go
anywhere.
down, look at what we're doing, nothing.
But the good thing is, it's so quiet.
well.
And
Can I
less
just
stress.
put an SOS to any podcasters or any investigators? MD that's not doing anything for Halloween, come and join Fools and Ghouls. Yes, you're in.
I'll be it.
You're,
Are you
you're
dressing up, Lo? Lo, are you going to dress up?
I am actually. Last year I dressed up as the Antichrist. This year,
That's not hard.
this year,
Yeah.
this year,
Turn the camera on.
this year I might dress up as a bitch. I mean a witch.
Well,
Dress up as yourself then.
Well,
again, not hard.
if I'm finished in time, I'll be able to come on, but I can't guarantee it because we've got about 300 kids are supposed to be turning up this year. So
Well, yeah, okay.
So every year it seems to get bigger and bigger each year, and we end up with more and more people. I've already been told I've had messages from people that we knew in Colchester have said they're coming down to my town to come and see our decorations, and they're going to do trick or treating round here instead.
Lovely.
And I'm like, oh God, here we go. So we've literally gone into Lidl's. We've brought tubs of quality streets. We've brought the swizzle tubs as well with the lollies and that in.
Swizzle tubs are great.
3 big bags of Lidl's chews, and we can guarantee we'll still run out.
Right, well, guys, I've changed my mind. Fools and Ghouls is off. I'm away to Colchester.
Well, Wednesday
I'll
night,
meet you there.
Wednesday night coming, we're having our Halloween at Wepper Park in Connors Quay.
Oh,
Yeah, and we do it every year. I'm a witch. You see me in my witchy outfit, and we have that many people come. They have to book in. They have to scan and book in.
yeah.
And they come in groups, and they're allotted time slots, so they have to go round. They're escorted round, and they've got to pick up clues. It's a bit like a treasure hunt. And then when they've got all the clues, they've got to come and stand in front of me and the other 2 witches, and they have to tell us what they've found. And we always give them a big bag of sweets. We either scare them half to death or, make dead good friends with them. But that's just Wednesday. That's just for local. We've done it for years. Halloween, I'm in Mill Street Barracks.
Oh, go you.
Oh,
Yeah, helping out up there this year. Yeah.
I'm
Can't wait.
sure when you know done an investigation up there? Was that not one of your events up at Mill Street Barracks, or am I
No.
thinking?
No, I've never held an event up that one.
I've just realised, guys, right? Wait a minute. Toss this away. This is not mine. I can explain. This is the weeds.
Yeah, whatever.
I'll toss that away. Oh, aye, because I love the minions. I could be Groot, actually. Could be Groot.
No,
Joe
your nose
says,
isn't big enough.
aye, I'd go as Charles Manson on Halloween. Oh, right. Funny enough, you should say that, Joe, right? Because I'm having a bet how much this year people will dress up as Ed Gein, considering that Ed Gein has been out on Netflix. Now I'm flashing my pajamas at you guys. But I don't mind. It's Batman. Everybody loves Batman. Don't slag. So
Oh, well, yeah.
yeah, that's Batman trousers.
I'm Batman.
People will be actually like, "What the hell are you doing, Lois, on your life?" But seriously, look at the amount of people that dressed up as Jeffrey Dahmer when Jeffrey Dahmer series hit.
Yeah, that's true.
I definitely see people dressing up as Ed Gein.
I'm a scarecrow this year.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Again.
you wouldn't happen to be that scarecrow for Bristol, would you?
Who?
You wouldn't happen to
That's
be that
scarecrow we see
scarecrow
on
for
TikTok.
Bristol?
Oh,
Is
well,
it
that
that,
Curzle Scrummage.
I've
That's a
heard
good
you
one.
on Nick Stepani's show, I have.
Yeah.
I've heard you on there. You sure you're not trying to be him?
Well, funny
But
enough,
there ain't that
laugh
many
every
people
time I-
watching. Don't let anybody know.
never mind the three that's watching in national
Yeah,
worldwide.
don't worry about it too much. But yes, that's me. That's right. It's I, Curzle Scrummage.
Do you know, it's amazing. I love it. Love it.
Yeah, I'll tell you, you laugh, but now every Friday morning, Curzle Scrummage does a countryside quiz on Corby Radio.
Oh,
Every week.
Wow.
And because it was Halloween, and it's half term next week, they wanted a special Halloween shout out for the cool ride to school. So they got Curzle to do the call out for the cool ride to school as well.
Hey,
Oh my
Sal,
God, that's not.
I want to be Aunt Sally.
Oh, no,
I actually shared a video on TikTok to Nick yesterday, I think it was, and it was the actors from Wurzel Gummidge and what they look like today.
Yeah.
And there's only one of them that's left alive. The rest of them are all gone.
Do you know what? See if I could do the noises. I think I would go as Larvell Jones at Police Academy. I think that guy's brilliant. I think he is, honestly, he's just amazing.
Michael Winslow.
Aye, he's
Yeah.
absolutely amazing.
I always remember the scene when he goes flying out the fire escape and goes bumping.
Aye, he goes.
He sits there at the bottom going.
And then goes, and do you know what the scene that I love in Police Academy? See, the scene I love in Police Academy is when Lieutenant Harris is gone round and inspecting, and the kid's on his computer game.
Yeah, playing the game.
Goes, and then he goes, asshole. It's so funny. Nori says, I'm a witch all year round. See if you drop the W and put a B. I can say I could do that all year round.
So for Halloween, Noreen would have to look normal.
Oh,
No, she'd have
to dress up as normal.
Noreen
If
said
she thinks she's a witch
all year round. So on Halloween, she'd have to be the opposite.
Yeah.
So for Halloween, Noreen would have to go around being normal.
As a compliment.
So a compliment, not nothing nasty.
See how women take these things that we say as against us, but we're actually complimenting them.
Excuse me.
Yeah,
terrible.
You see, Lois works for the Labour Party. That's what it is. You work for the Labour Party, don't you?
Yeah. Listen, there's
a bloody SNPs, isn't it?
Aye, the SNP, aye, right. there's a famous song that I would like to sing, but it wouldn't be very appropriate for right now.
Hang on, let me
It's
get you
balls and
earplugs.
goals, everything goes.
Hang
Down
on,
the
I'm gonna
rabbit
get
hole
you
we go.
Not if I want the police.
Go on then.
Not if I would want the police
Butt
at my
plugs.
door.
Hang
and
on,
me
let me get
getting-
the earplugs out first. Oh, blimey. Don't
Oh,
get me started.
earplugs. Maybe
Hang on.
wrong.
Earplugs.
Right, go, Luke,
I
go.
got it far away.
It's okay. I can't sing it because I would end up getting done for a very long time for hate crime. Noreen says, I take no offence from anyone here. Oh, God bless you. Listen,
Thank
that's why we're here. Friday nights are for fun. Friday nights is for after shaking that long week
Yeah.
off. Shake. In fact, I could go like Winona Ryder from Beetlejuice.
Oh, I think she plays a great part. She does.
And then I'd be like Harry Belafonte starting singing the Shakespeare sonora.
Dale.
Dale.
You're like a
We
man
have
you want
absolutely
to go home.
lost it in this. We have absolutely lost it in this show. Mind you, we never had it to begin with, but hi ho.
I was going to say that would be a start.
That would
Yeah,
be a
it would
start
be.
if I could find my marbles, but they're rolling somewhere. But guys, this is what this show is meant for. This is what it's meant to be, the laugh, the carry on. And I wouldn't have it any other way.
There. Oh,
Definitely. And I think of all the weeks we've all needed this. The laughter, the carry on. Definitely.
That's the whole idea of it. Is you're having a whole week where you're out doing the day-to-day grinding and everything else.
Yeah.
And at the weekend, it's always a case of letting your hair down. What
Yeah.
better way of letting your hair down than having a good laugh?
Definitely, and that's the best way to go, guys. So on Sunday, guys, obviously Tuesday we didn't do the movie show. So
why not? Why not?
don't you
Was
give
it
me
because I
into
wasn't
trouble?
there?
You can give me into trouble on Sunday.
Was it because
right?
I wasn't there?
It was because I was sitting there crying, waiting for you guys. Where is my Richard?
I had a premonition you were going to sit there crying. I'm so sorry. So sorry. I had a premonition that you were going to sit there crying your eyes out.
You did.
Because I
I'm
know
glad
how much you miss me, Lo. I know how much you miss me. And I miss you too, but I have got to go on holiday sometimes. Yeah, all right. I've had 3 weeks this month. And I've been home like 3 days. But, you know, I can't help that.
No, he says life's not worth living without a laugh. That is it.
Absolutely true.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
so on Sunday, yep, on Sunday we will be talking about Banned Films Part 2. On Thursday next week, guys, for the mysterious, the mysterious carousel show. Sorry, my brain's gone. We will be talking witchcraft and Alistair Cowley because we were meant to do that on Friday last week.
Yeah.
On Friday, we will be having a 3 hour.
3 hours.
3 hours. 3 hours. Yes, Halloween party. And that's if I can pull more people out my arse.
From what time? What time?
It'll be 8 to 11.
Oh, I'll be able to come on for that then in the end.
Yeah, because as I said, Joe has been so kind to give me an extra hour from his show to do it. But this is dependent if I can pull people out my arse. I do understand people are busy at Halloween and I do get it. So if no one is doing nothing at Halloween, please come to me.
I'll probably get to you for about 9, 10 o'clock.
That's fine.
Promote it. We'll just keep sharing it all through the week.
There might be a problem. I might still be dressed in costume.
If you're coming on as Rocky Horror Show.
Oh no. No, I draw the line. Rocky Horror picture show. No, biggest sack of poo going.
By the way, talking about that, I don't know why this transpires into what I'm trying to say to you, is I've got a very special request,
Hmm.
Wayne.
Yeah.
I am looking for my pal in Thailand to come back.
Oh, Violet the Bonk. Ah, wow. I'll have to see because she's currently in a ping pong tournament in Bali.
It's a bit
Yeah,
Oh my
Violet.
god, have you never seen Wayne? Oh my god. you
sounds
should
like a
see-
porno star, that, doesn't it?
Nah, she
It
definitely
does,
not.
doesn't it?
She does like table tennis though. She's currently in Bali
What
doing
with?
doing a ping pong tournament.
Oh, ping pong. Oh, ping
Yeah.
pong balls. Yeah.
Yeah.
The last time I heard she went to Thailand.
Yeah, well, she came back from Thailand for a one-off appearance and then she buggered off back again.
Is she related to Sticky Vicky?
No, she used to be friends. She used to be friends with Ben
Just
Dover.
you, then. Just you.
He used to use ping pong balls as well.
I won't ask what they did with the ping pong balls.
As if you don't know.
There's blow darts as well.
Christmas tree full of lights.
Do you know, right? Seriously.
It's a bullseye.
When we're talking about belly dancers, right? I can see why used men get memorized by belly dancers. There's a guy in Turkey who's TikTok famous, and I swear to God that I'm memorized by him. See when he starts
Mesmerized. You're mesmerized,
dancing, I'm in
love.
love.
You are mesmerized, darling, not
Memorised.
memorized.
I'm memorised and mesmerised.
Seeing a bloke doing belly dancing is something that I wouldn't want to remember.
Exactly. Yeah.
Honestly, and
That'd
honestly,
be good, that, wouldn't it?
this guy is well known over TikTok for doing it. And honestly, every time I see him, I'm like,
No, I think you'll find, Lois, that's your FYP doing that. It's not so well known because I've never seen it.
well, I'll tell
And
you
I'm
what.
on TikTok all day, every day, near enough.
Well,
And I've never seen it once. So it's your FYP. You've been searching for things like that. And that's why it's
no.
on your
Oh,
FYP.
you've been searching for it, have you?
See?
Good God.
well, do you know what? I'm going to send it to you, and I hope it keeps coming up for you.
That's all right.
Cheers,
I won't
man.
look at it.
Wait,
I'm a little bit more clever on TikTok than you are.
just because, listen, I'm starting to learn how to do TikTok up your beaver. I just like to say this is you from TikTok. It's not one of mine, but it's.
You still remember him?
Oh no, I don't want him. I don't want the. I want the actual him. No, some commentary.
Oh, no, I can't go on TikTok yet because Nick's still live.
Right, we're going to have fun. The proper one of him. Oh, there he is.
It's not Stavros Flatley, is it?
Could be.
Oh, God. Yeah, Lois, that's definitely something you've been searching.
Like
And that's AI because you can't make your belly
Yeah.
pump like that when you're just going side to side.
Right, listen. Hi, Rigger, the very man. What are you doing for Halloween? I bet you Rigger's got to tell me he's busy and all. Rigger, you better know.
Probably.
Rigger, what are you doing for Halloween, my love? I've got a proposition for you that you can't refuse. Rigger will be sitting there shaking himself because he'll be like, what's she offering me here? It's nothing
I
bad.
think he's still trying to get over the shock of what he just watched on your TikTok.
Yeah.
You leave my TikTok alone.
Well, gladly.
Listen,
It's because things like that on it, I ain't going nowhere near it.
listen,
Yep.
there's other things in my TikTok.
Lois,
like-
I will just let you know that doesn't float my boat, okay?
I didn't say it had to float your boat. I was just saying that I can see why you men get all excited about belly dancers.
No, because the belly dancers men get fascinated about ain't that big.
No, they're not.
They're usually nice and slim and athletic and
Yes.
wiggle. They don't do that.
Right, I'm sorry that he's no Shakira. I'm sorry he's no Shakira.
I mean, that's just like someone's punctured a beer keg and just let it roll about on the floor.
Yeah, but can I just say that's my type of guy? Because it gives me enough to, okay, not in this show.
An hour to stop wobbling round.
But
Oh,
Rigger says, unfortunately, I'm busy. I have a wedding in Halloween. You know what? I ditched the wedding and come on to Fools and Ghouls.
Ditch the wedding.
Ditch the wedding. Don't have to go to a wedding in Halloween. It's a special day. Come on. He'll probably say it's our best pals or something, or family. All right, thank you, Rigger. Anyway, I'll have to dig deep, real deep, and try and find people.
go to that cemetery.
Listen, I'll have to go and find Notre Dame. He'll find me folk for me. Would love to hear what you had in mind. Though I love male belly dance. Well, that was it, Rigger. I was actually hoping that I could book you today a dance for me on Fools and Ghouls, but you're going to a wedding, so it doesn't matter. No, it was just to see if you wanted to come on the show. But anyway, guys, we will wrap it up here. I will try and dig my deepest for a show next Friday.
I'll lend you a shovel.
Well, I'll have to get my shovel out and go and find Notre Dame or something. But I will try my best. What's happening on Monday in the Dark Mirror show? Is John?
Good question. I think we're probably going to be possibly updating on 3i Atlas.
Oh,
Right, that seems to be the big chat right now because I see
there's so much crap going on with it. There's so much misinformation being put out there.
Yeah.
But one thing that's still perplexing people and no one's getting any answers is why China has not released any photos of 3i Atlas, considering their satellite is the closest to it than anything else from Earth.
Yeah.
And China are kept tight-lipped. And we sort of mentioned it a couple of weeks ago, how we had found a website from China that actually showed pictures of structures on the moon and in craters on the dark side of the moon.
Yeah.
And when we went to actually go live with it, the website it mysteriously disappeared. So we're sort of like asking the questions, well, why is it then that China have got a satellite going around Mars with a telescope on it? Yeah. Why haven't they taken pictures and shown them?
Sorry, I'm just laughing at Rigger. He says, thought that was my doppelganger, lol. And he put Login. I'm just going to dress up as Login for Halloween this year.
But do you know what? Sorry, Lo. You know what, Wayne? When I went out to work this morning, it was 6:15. I went out and I looked and it was clear. The sky was black and it was clear. And I looked up and I seen something. I thought it must be a satellite. So it went over. Then there was a gap and then there was another one. I thought it was a bit strange that. So I looked again. 14 of them. So I thought that must be the Starlink, is it? Yeah.
Most likely, because when they have sent up, I think 2 or 3 lately that have released more satellites for the Starlink system. And then obviously, if you remember when they first started launching the satellites, there was all this business with the spiral phenomenon in the sky, and everybody was going, oh my God, it's a portal opening and everything else. And they're like, no, it's not. It's got nothing to do with portals opening. It's to do with the exhaust system from the SpaceX rocket. It's going through certain sections of the atmosphere and it creates that effect.
Yeah.
And that's it. There's nothing to do with supernatural or the paranormal or UFOs or anything to do with that. It's a natural phenomenon.
Yeah.
As
I watch these Starlink coming over, Wayne, right?
Yeah.
As I was watching them, so I was going that way, which would be north. I think it was north coming over. They seem to just pop in.
Yeah.
A certain point and then go, and then there's a gap, and then another point. It just popped in.
Yeah, they stretch out in a line. They all get released near enough at the same time, but they all stretch out in a line. So they're a set distance away from each other.
Right.
So it's supposed to form a grid around the Earth.
Right.
So they're in, I think it's a higher Earth orbit to the normal sort of like weather satellites and things like that.
Okay.
So they're slightly higher so they don't get involved with anything else.
Yeah.
And then the whole idea is it's supposed to be able to give internet access all around the world rather than just in certain places like normal ground internet base. But the problem is all these satellites that are going up there, to start off with, you would have only have seen small groups of them.
Yeah.
Eventually, you're going to see them on a regular basis, especially now as we've got like the Light Pollution Act, where most councils now turn off most street lights off at midnight or 1 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
If you look up at that time when the street lights have gone off, you are going to get to a stage where everybody will see them on a regular basis, and it will be just like the sun coming up in the morning. It's going to happen every night.
Rigger says, I'm sure there's a place in Scotland that has reputation for the most UFO activity.
I think there is, you know.
There is
Yeah,
actually.
it's over Lowe's house.
Now. What's it called?
The three great men are coming
You
for
leave
it.
my house alone, you.
The three great men are coming for it.
Listen, I've already told you.
And a ride brew.
Aye, they wouldn't take me. They would drop me off. They'd be like, fuck her. Like, I've had enough of her wanting to press this button, that button. What does this button do? All right, well, can we go light speed now?
Yeah.
But
When you think about it, though, because there's a lot of lakes or locks, as you call them. There's a lot of locks up there, and they tend to head for water.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of things going on now where they seem to be looking at other things now instead of them actually coming from space. They're actually coming from underwater.
Yeah, yeah.
Satellite imagery has shown what appears to be an underwater base off the Caribbean coast.
You're right.
And they're saying that there's a lots of tunnels between locks under Scotland, and they're saying could this be being used by UAPs to go from one place to the other without being detected?
Yeah.
There's lots of videos there now where people are swearing blind. They've seen something coming out of the water and going back into the water. But the biggest issue at the moment is where they're seeing lights in the water and they're getting mistaken for bioluminescence.
Yes.
Right.
That is the biggest mistake. They see this blue stuff in the water and automatically think it's there's a light under the water, it's a UFO, but bioluminescence doesn't need an external power source.
Yeah.
They just glow on their own, and especially off the Californian coast. So you've got to look at debunking everything that you see as much as possible. But when you've got whistleblowers going to Congress and saying, look, this video is 100% authentic, it hasn't been doctored or photoshopped in any way, so you tell us, what is that? And they can't give answers. And that's why we want disclosure. No,
definitely. Well, in that case, they maybe bring Nessie back. I mean, they're transferring Nessie everywhere, so we might as well go with that walk of life. On that note, guys, thank you very much to everyone who has come in tonight, especially in the chat. Rigger, it's always a pleasure to see you. Guys, please go and check out Spig. They are good guys. They actually do events as well, guys, so keep your eyes peeled for Rigger's events. But yeah, guys, everybody have a good weekend and stay safe. See you, everyone. Thank